Hello, everyone. It's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad, video number 171. This week, I want to talk about the disappearing computer. Last week, when I was discussing why it's so important for the young generation to learn the skills that they can practice in agro speakers youth clubs, I mentioned that computers have changed dramatically. When I started on the first computer I worked on in 1979, it was a mainframe, took up the top floor of a big office building, cost millions of dollars. And now the cell phones that we have are much more powerful than them. And that just shows you how much the world has changed. However, soon these cell phones will be gone. People will be laughing and say, "Remember when we had those cell phones and everybody was looking at them and tapping on them and texting on them?" Well, that's going to disappear. So I said that. But then that later in the week, I saw a TED Talk, and it was about the disappearing computer. Let me show a couple uh, screenshots with that from that video, because I think that will explain much better than I can. And this is a screenshot from the video saying the disappearing computer, an exclusive preview of the company Humane's screenless technology by Imran Chowdhury. Now, Imran has worked for over 22 years at Apple Computers. And as he shows on the screen here, as they progress, the size of the devices got smaller and smaller. We got the sort of the mainframes, and then the desktops, and then it was the laptops, and then it's the cell phone, and now the Apple Watch. And he says as they get more powerful, the size is decreasing. And he mentions that the future, they're going to be screenless, no screen, seamless. We won't even know how they're connected, and they'll be sensing what we want. So, and he gave a couple of examples and demonstrated, for example, his wife phoned him and he had displayed on his hand that she had called. It was his wife, Bethany. And he spoke to her briefly. Again, no cell phone. It's just a device that he had on his body. I think it was in his top pocket. And he said, there's an example. But what's really happening, it's not just the devices, it's artificial intelligence will be driving uh, the next leap in the device design, because there's an incredible amount of things that are happening. And he gave some examples of how the perceptive artificial intelligence will know a lot about you and what you're looking for and what you want. And you will just communicate by talking, and it'll understand what you're saying and answer. And so he gave some great examples, and I'll put a link below in the description of this video to this TED Talk in case you're interested in seeing what is coming, that there will be no devices, that we'll just be able to communicate with the technology that's coming. So he said that artificial intelligence will figure out what you need and deliver it to you. And he indicated that within the next few months, his company, Humane, will start showing some of what they are planning to bring forth. So with that, I just wanted to explain, I was, last week in my previous, I was saying this is going to happen. And then this video appeared. I believe it was TED Talk in Vancouver just a couple of weeks ago, where he was explaining and showing. And I would highly recommend watching the video of this TED Talk. So with that, I will say this is why the young people will have to learn the skills that are so important for them to be creative and adaptive and resilient, so that they can cope with a world that is changing dramatically and faster and faster. So bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad, wishing you, your family, and friends. Lots of love and laughter. Till next time. Bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad.